Thanks for pulling out your pocket, Ronnie. We're going to be doing 30, 60, 90 degree triangles. These are a special triangle. When you have a 30, 60, 90, you need to make sure that it's labeled 30, 60, 90, okay? In a 30, 60, 90 triangle, the hypotenuse is always opposite the 90 degrees. Okay, on the leg that's opposite the 30 degrees, we call this the short leg. It will be the shorter side because it's opposite the smaller angle. The side opposite the 60 degrees, we call the long leg. It will be the longer side of the two legs because it's opposite the larger of the other two angles. Remember, the hypotenuse will always be the longest side. Okay? We are also in a 30, 60, 90 triangle. We're going to label the short leg as B. Let's just say if that was B, then your long, well, let's go to your hypotenuse. If your short leg was B, your hypotenuse will be 2 times B. Your long leg will be whatever your short leg is, B, times the square root of 3. Someone did Pythagorean theorem over and over on 30, 60, 90 triangles and found this to be the pattern. And so instead of doing Pythagorean theorem on your 30, 60, 90 triangles, you can come up with this short tip. Whatever your short leg is, your hypotenuse will be 2 times that. Whatever your short leg is, your long leg will be that times the square root of 3. Okay? So let's now take this and apply it to 21C, 1 and 2. Again, you have a 30, 60, 90 triangle. It has to be shown that you have a 30, 60, 90. Okay? We have been given the short leg. So short leg is 7. So from our diagram up here, our hypotenuse is 2 times our short leg. So if our short leg is 7, A is going to be 2 times the short leg, which would be 2 times 7, which is 14. Okay, so our hypotenuse is 14. We then said our long leg will be whatever the short leg is times square root of 3. Okay, so this long leg is going to be our short leg times the square root of 3. There's nothing to simplify here, so it's left as that. We can't simplify that radical anymore. Okay? Now let's move down to 21D, 3 and 4. Here we have been given the hypotenuse as 12. Okay? Going back to our diagram, we said that the hypotenuse is 2 times the short leg. So if we're given the hypotenuse, it means the short leg is half of that. Or to go from 2B to B, we have to divide by 2. So those cancel. So to go from the hypotenuse to the short leg, you need to take half of the hypotenuse. So let's jump back down to our problem here. The hypotenuse is 12. I always recommend finding the short leg first. So going to the short leg, to go from the hypotenuse to the short leg, we need to take half. Okay? So the hypotenuse divided by 2 is 6. So D is going to equal 6. And that makes sense because if our short leg is 6, our hypotenuse will be 2 times that. Now that we know the short leg, we can now find the long leg. So the short leg is 6. We are told from our diagram that the long leg is the short leg times square root of 3. And there's nothing to simplify there. Okay, now let's jump down to 21C, 3 and 4. We are given, in this problem, we are given the long leg. Okay? I'm going to redraw our triangle down here. That if we were given the short leg is B, our long leg is B square root of 3, and our hypotenuse is 2 times our short leg, we are given our long leg. How do we go from B square root of 3 to B? If I start with B square root of 3 and I'm trying to get to B, how did I do that? I divided by square root of 3. Okay, so if I divide by square root of 3, then I'll get B. So when you're given the long leg, then to go to the short leg, you need to divide by square root of 3. okay? My recommendation, no matter if you're given the hypotenuse or the long leg, always find the short leg first, then find the other one, okay? So here we are given the long leg, so I always recommend find the short leg first, okay? So to go from the long leg to the short leg, we take our long leg and divide it by square root of 3. Square root of 3 divided by square root of 3 cancels or equals 1, and we're left with 9, which means our D equals 9. Our short leg equals 9. Now that we know our short leg, our hypotenuse is 2 times the short leg, so therefore C would be 2 times 9, which is 18. And now we have all the sides of our 30, 60, 90 triangle.